Hi, and welcome back to the Markeisha Hall podcast. We have a very special guest here with us today. She's a mom of 5, a CEO of 2 residential homes, and we're going to just be discussing on how she became interested in opening up her own residential facilities. So let's get into it. Her name's Jennifer Oglesby, and I'm going to actually let her introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Oglesby, and first, I'm a mom of 5. I have 4 biological boys, and my oldest son, who's 17, is on the spectrum. Mm-hmm. And I am also the CEO of 2 adult residential facilities for adult autistic males.
Okay. You were going to try for that girl.
Oh, yes. So, I did try for the girl over and over again. But what we did was we finalized our adoption in 2020. Yes. So 2020 bought out some pretty good stuff last year for us. And we have our little girl. She's 4 years old.
Yeah, hands full.
Yes, hands full. She's a little diva. Yes.
Kind of like her mom.
Yes, a little bit. And her aunt. Okay. Yes, they do that. Okay.
So I brought you on because you are the CEO of a residential facility. And typically, since I'm in early childhood and Josiah's only 6, I'm in that space. But what I'm learning, or what I've learned, we know each other, obviously, is that the services change once they get older. And then I didn't even think about past that into like adulthood, but you were already thinking about that. Yes. So what got you on your path to owning 2 adult residential facilities? Is that what you call it?
Yes, adult residential facilities. So our journey sort of began with Bryce at about the age of 13 because his levels started changing. At first, we were kind of moving in one direction to where everything was kind of shooting upward, mm-hmm. and he was able to kind of be included in regular education. Everything was going fine. And then we started noticing like a turn, mm-hmm. academically, socially, mentally, the whole 9. So we had to completely rethink his education path. And he is placed on a 22-year-old track. So he's placed on a different one for high school now. And that's when we started thinking, we have to do something a little bit more because we have 5 kids and, they're all going to go in different directions. Right. Barry and I won't be able to take care of Bryce forever. Mm-hmm. And so I had to think a little outside of the box and kind of think, what can I do to help him now and also help other people? Right. And so that's how we started our journey with the adult residential facilities.
Wow. You're just going to make it happen.
Yes. Make it happen. Yes.
So you said something that I'm not sure that the listeners are all already thinking about is there is a transition that happened in high school, and then you made a decision. There's 2 tracks.
Yes. Yep. So they can do the general ed track where he would graduate at 18.
With the high school.
They have you, 17 or 18. Okay. Yes. To graduate from high school. And you just have to go, it's the traditional track. So if your child is experiencing any struggles or different things, you just have to sort of be very active. And I think I'm considered an active parent in the high school. Yes, I think so. I was, always there and kind of involved. So I made the decision to switch him. He was on the traditional track, but I switched him because I started noticing him being stressed out. Right. His anxiety was increasing. Mm-hmm. And then I had to think, what counts more? Right. Is it his anxiety or is it the quality of life that we all sort of aim for every day, And so Barry and I, we had conversations, and it's a hard pill to swallow as a parent, mm-hmm. but I did it because over time with Bryce, I stopped thinking of almost, I guess, what other people think I should do for my child, right, to what is the best thing for my child. Right. And so the 22 track was the best thing for him. He's completely stress-free. He's able to have art class. He designed shirts during one of his periods in class. He has a couple friends that he speaks with on Zoom now because of distance learning, but it's probably the best decision that we made for Bryce.
Right.
100%.
That's good, Jen. And parents out there, she said she had to realize that the paper, with society saying, oh, that was not as important because that would be like for you, right? Like, oh, look what he, instead of kind of for him. And that takes a lot of, reflection, self-reflection to say those things and still be, we're still proud of Bryce. I'm saying we.
Right.
That was the right track for him, and he actually began to really blossom, have friends, like you were saying, have friends. And I think the pressure of that kind of grind wasn't, was, you guys said, wasn't appropriate, and you got to see him thrive in a different way once you made that decision.
Absolutely.
So it's not all about everyone else's milestones. So that was great.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Approved.
Yes, approved.
So tell us about the residential homes, like how, who,
what, and when, what? Right? Okay. So when we started thinking about the facilities, I actually researched the ones in my area, and I went to go visit. And I think that changed my life.
Right.
Seriously, it gave me an entirely different perspective. And at one point, and I'm not giving any names of the facilities, but at one point I went to the car and I was with my brother, and I literally had tears flowing down my face. And the reason why is because I'm not saying that it wasn't a good facility,
right,
but I'm just saying that it wasn't what I would create for a facility. And I thought, what if my child lived there? Right. So that's what helped me sort of design my whole program design around what would I want for Bryce. And that helped me, I guess, help others. I'm helping other adult children out there, for other moms and dads. And so right now we have 2 homes, and our first home are the males. They range from 19 to 47. And they're amazing. All 4 of them. They're amazing.
Yes, they are.
They're spoiled. Yes. Yeah, they get fast food. We treat them like family.
Yes.
We really do. Yes. Holidays, birthdays, every single thing that you can imagine that we would do with our own child, our own children, we do for them at the facility.
Right. And I love that. She really does, like, literally, they have her phone number, personal number, so they could call and tell her about their girlfriends or whatever they want to go shopping. And that's rare in that space, which I'm learning, and never really thought of. And to know that you as a parent could possibly create what you want, because it is a thought that, I get choked up. No. Josiah is only 6, but I don't know how it's going to, how independent he's going to be able to be. And the thought of someone not taking care of him or just mistreating him and really is a thought that I know a lot of special needs parents are thinking of, especially as we get older. And yes, they do have their siblings, but like in Bryce's case, he tries to move out. Like, he might not want to be, he wants to be independently. He might not want to be with one of his siblings. And that is a choice that adults with disabilities should be able to make, right? They should be able to make that. Of course, their siblings, Bryce has wonderful siblings. Joe has, that's always an option. If something were to happen to us and something was happening to you or Barry, but Bryce wants to be on his own.
Most definitely. I don't know how many times Bryce has actually moved out. So he has this thing where he moves quite often and he never really goes anywhere, but he likes to pack his bags sometimes. Right. And what he was really trying to, I guess, let us know is, hey, I'm a teenager.
Right.
I'm about to be an adult. So he reminds me all the time that when I'm 18, I'm an adult. I can do this, I can do that. And so I kind of changed, they teach you. I did a post today on Instagram. The kids really do, they teach you how to be a parent, and they mold you on, how to even treat them,
Right.
because we changed from, oh my gosh, my son has autism, what do I do? To where I'm like, now this is Bryce's world. Here he is, guys, accept him for who he is. This is what he likes. This is what he doesn't like. That's it. So that's how it happened. I'm like, yes,
Yes.
100, yes.
And they should be able to have, as an adult, those options.
Yep.
Be able to have those options. And what I found interesting in meeting the family at the facilities that you guys have, not family, I don't know, I don't want to call them.
Yeah, they call them client. Well, we call them clients, but
we don't
I call them my family.
Right.
Yeah.
Is the wide variety of things that they do. One of them has a degree, right? And so, how do I want to say? I want to say like my eyes were open, that it just doesn't have to you don't have to think that as a developmental home is a place where they aren't successful, or they just can't be in their own home because of maybe behaviors or anything like that. It's really, I think, and tell me if I'm wrong, is if they choose to want to live independent, also, if they have the job, they can have a job, they can have degrees and things like that, but they still want to be independent from their parents, per se.
Correct. And they come, and in some cases, the parents just can no longer take care of them. But inside the homes, so they go to day program, and they're learning how to do different jobs. They learn how to socialize. They play games together. They play basketball. They do so many different things with them during the day program. And unfortunately, because of coronavirus, everything is sort of shut down. So now we have to incorporate different things into the facility. So I bought more games. I bought them a basketball little hoop for inside the house. So that way they have different activities and, movies and so on and so forth. But they do get a lot of experience. And like you were saying, Markeisha, one, he has a bachelor's degree. He could work IT if he wanted to, he plans on being married,
right?
And they all are very capable. And so we just sort of push those skills, and we keep them, they have their own therapists, we work with a BCBA in our home, and we treat them like they're independent adults. So we give them the responsibility. Because one of our clients made a cake the other day, and when I went to the facility, I was so hungry, and I was like, "Oh, it's a cake!" And then he was like, "Yeah, I made the cake," and it was so cute, and it was actually good. So
I didn't get that invite, but
sorry, next time.
Well,
wow,
learning a lot. So yeah, I just want to give a little introduction of what it is, what it looks like. Let parents know that there is an option that you can start this on your own. You didn't go to school for this, right? It's something that your child would need. And if a parent wanted to reach out, to consult with you on how to possibly start this on their own, is there a email address? Or I know they could go to your Instagrams, Jennifer Oglesby.
Yes, they can go to my Instagram. It's Jennifer L. Oglesby. So that's JenniferLoglesby. And a lot of people send me DMs, or you can email me for the facility email address. And it is risinghill1, RISINGHILL, the number 1 at outlook.com. So and they can, yes.
They want to talk about possibly consulting to get a process, because we didn't talk about the process.
Right.
We're going to save that for another time.
Yes.
Because it's a process such as the IEP process. It's a mystery sometimes. But you have figured it out because you have 2 successful ones. So we're going to, give them the inside scoop when they are possibly on
Yes,
your own
absolutely.
podcast that's coming up.
Absolutely. So we can talk about that one, but I do. And currently I'm working with two clients that are interested in opening up a residential facility, and they're not both based in California. So if you're interested, just please contact me, and I would love to help you guys on your journey.
Yes. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for being on the podcast. Well, you can always find us on Clubhouse too. We do chats on Tuesdays. And if you need any IEP help, we were just talking about kind of transitioning and thinking about actually even when during their first IEP to prepare them for future employment, further education, and independent living. So getting those things written into your IEP early and thinking about those things early could just help. We want help them be independent adults.
Yes, it's so important. And Markeisha is being very modest, because if it wasn't for Markeisha Hall of MarkeishaHall.com, I don't know if I would have sort of went down the path that I did with Bryce, because she helped rewrite his entire IEP.
Oh.
They had him kind of going in one direction, and she changed it. And I don't know how many IEPs that we had to go to until it was done properly. And then they were like, is Markeisha Hall coming to the IEP? And I'm like, well, she is. And they're like, okay, what do you want? Just take it. So definitely, if you have a kid that's going through the process, I would definitely consult with her, because she changed the whole process for Bryce. And if you look on my Instagram, his friend that's on there, she also helped her during one of her IEPs. So she is the best resource. So definitely do that for your child.
Thank you. That wasn't a part of the thing, but yes. But yes, these are babies.
That's right.
They, got to find the right thing that's supposed to be individualized. So that means we got to keep tweaking it until it is individualized. So
exactly.
So they can thrive.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I've hogged up your day, but I will be calling you in about an hour.
Okay.
So we'll end the podcast. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And we look forward to talking to you again soon.
Yes. Thank you so much.